What's that? Magavision? Wonder what that means.
It's like, the guys where you go, so you tell me you don't support Israel?
Damn, my God. Dude, what's up? Hey, you woke up.
You doing all right, man? Like, wipe your brow off, chill.
Doug, is that you?
Yeah, man.
Bro, I feel weird, man. I put these glasses on and... What year is it, man? It feels like I'm out of time right now.
It's 2025.
It's 2025?
The big 2-5, they're calling it.
Oh my gosh, dude. So, Obama's presidency ended in 2016, right?
Oh, yeah.
But, like, did everything he said he was going to make happen? Like, yes, we can?
I mean, I need some examples here, because it was a lot.
Well, for instance, healthcare, right? Like, did we get national healthcare for everyone?
Well, I mean, it's mostly for illegals, but your premium went up. That's good, right?
No. What about gay marriage, right? He legalized gay marriage.
Hey, they're called trans now, and there's a lot going on with it.
Oh my God! What? Okay. Well, at least like we had to have stopped funding Israel as much, right?
No, they're actually really cool. We just sent them another $40 billion.
Are you kidding me? What was the whole 8 years for?
Well, we did. Hey, I'll give you one thing. We found out what his last name was.
Obama's last name is Obama, dude. His name is Barack Hussein Obama.
CIA plant Barry Soetoro,
What?
who's married to a man. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Insert Name Here. It's a podcast about nothing for nobody. If you take it seriously, you're redacted. Yeah, let's start the show. Hey.
What's up?
Hello and welcome to Insert Name Here. It's a podcast about nothing for nobody. If you take it seriously, you're redacted. I'm your co-host, Doug Bennett.
And I'm your other co-host, Seth Nacho. Welcome to another fabulous recording where there is no guest this time, and it's me and Doug shooting the shit.
Pew, 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 pew.
Bro, I just gotta make this clear. If my hand does anything weird today, it's not my fault.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's the thing.
It's like half of it's like asleep, and I don't know what's going on. So if I start going like whatever, like it's not me. It's the magical hand demon, pulling the strings of my puppeteer hand.
Sweet. If it intrudes upon my sovereignty and privacy, just know that I'm not smashing the shit out of you. I'm beating the fuck out of whatever's being puppeted.
Yeah, the shadow government that's puppeting my hand.
Indeed.
Yeah, dude. Well, we call it the stranger.
I told you to stop sitting on it.
I just wanted to do some tricks.
Bro really spat on it.
The way you sit on it, just sorry.
Great direction to go, honestly.
Wow! Couldn't have said it better myself.
Très magnifique. As the frogs say.
Is that because they're French?
Yeah.
Okay. They just don't have any legs. They're all amputees.
No, frog is the traditional derogatory term.
Oh, I was just thinking frog legs, like, you know, and so, like, all the frogs are legless because they would get eaten.
It is. That must be it. I never put that together. I mean, a lot of them look a certain way, so
I guess.
that's where I thought frog came from. But it's totally about their food, isn't it?
I would imagine, yeah. I mean, snail, escargot, you know, and but when I think of frog like that, I think of like a YouTube frog. That's what they called them back in the day.
Man, so cringe.
People that only watch YouTube and don't watch the Twitch, it's a YouTube frog.
Forced meme is forced.
Okay, I didn't think it was okay.
Not you forcing it. The people trying to get that lingo off the ground.
Right.
A successful example of community lingo like that is calling somebody an Andy in general.
Like a React Andy.
Love you, Andy.
Who Mega Lol is just zero view guy. Mega Lol.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad it's not opposite day anymore.
Yeah, because if you want to hear about opposite day, where should they go?
The Spotify exclusive premium goddamn.
Exactly. You can hear some wild shit come out of a dude's mouth. Let me tell you that right now. Holy. Yeah. Did we cover that? I don't think we did. I don't think we had the chance to talk about how Tucker Carlson called Nick Fuentes a gay kid in his basement.
I mean, for a guy who claims to care about the disenfranchised state of the American youth, not a cool move at all. I haven't been able to watch his show since he did that. Quite frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless of, well, I mean, I guess we are robbing the viewers of a lot of context here.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You guys, I hope you're paying attention to the news.
But genuinely, regardless of your opinions on the actual politics of Nick Fuentes, it is hundreds of thousands of people that he accurately speaks truth to their troubles. His solutions for those troubles, I don't know about that. I don't know if he's necessarily on the right track with, solving that. But 100% he captures the frustrations of millions. So, for a guy like Tucker, who, let's be clear, yeah, grew up rich as fuck, his dad, CIA connected, used those connections every step of, to help Tucker get into university, to help Tucker get into journalism. Very well connected.
Are you calling him a Nepo baby?
There's nothing. Oh, and this is a whole
Is that what's
other.
going?
Put a pin in that, because that is a rant I want to go on. I've been saving this one up for a while. But every step of the way, he is in a different class of person. And it's cool. It's cool when that class of person cares about guys like you and me. But they have to actually care, And to me, him going after Fuentes like this, it's kind of like a mask off moment. It's like, oh, you're not really about it.
I think it's just because he wanted to support Candace Owens.
You know what?
I think that's what it was.
Good for him. I guess he's down with racism. I guess he likes racism. I'm not a big fan of racism myself personally. But it's different strokes to each their own.
There's a whole lot of viewpoints out there, and we gotta consider them all.
Yeah.
All of them matter.
Absolutely.
Even the racist ones.
Yeah. But have you considered racism? Quote Seth Nacho.
Tucker Carlson's a great guy. He really supported my campaign. I remember when he got shot, when Trump got shot in the ear,
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Carlson was going crazy campaigning for him, but like you said at the time, I think you talked about it, those lives that he did were so unwatchable, but
yeah, that's tough. Oh, and Tucker, not irredeemable. You don't even have to a lot of people are saying, oh, you need to have Nick on the show, you need to reconcile with him personally. I wouldn't even need that. Dude, send out a quick tweet, be like, hey, my bad. You don't even have to say you're wrong. You can still believe that. If that's what you believe, you can still believe it.
I mean,
You just apologize for saying it.
he could like just say sorry. I trivialized you. You know.
Yeah.
And then because like he kind of just like he made like an insult basically instead of like an actual argument.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead. I put a pin here.
Yeah.
So let's go back to it and get that off the corkboard. Nepo baby. Official stance of Doug Bennett: nepotism not inherently bad. It is not ontologically bad. I don't know. It started with the boomers, the me generation, the most selfish people of all time. They stink, and the ones that got given jobs by their daddies, they didn't do that for their kids.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I mean, this mentality of like you're not supposed to help your children, like in life, to build something, to grow, to give them opportunities, to enhance your family's legacy. That is a fiction that's new to the past 75 years.
It is.
All of human history it's yes, we'd like to talk about the great men and women of history, these individual figures, but also the story of history is the story of families, the story of bloodlines, the story of great houses. You're actually supposed to hook your people the fuck up. You're supposed to do that, okay?
Otherwise, how does it continue?
Yeah, and like don't be mad at Hunter Biden that his dad was a senator and has cushioned all kinds of put so many bumpers around the corners of Hunter Biden's life. Be mad that your dad wasn't a senator.
I mean, that's a left example. There's a right example. Like Trump gave Jared. What's Jared's last name?
Well, Jared Kushner was like heavy into venture capital way before. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, I'm talking about his position in the government.
Yeah,
It's because he's his son-in-law.
yeah. Well, that was just a Trump one thing, and it went so poorly that Trump's keeping his family out of the administration this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, a little nepotism is okay every now and then. Set your family up.
Be mad that your dad wasn't a real estate mogul.
Yeah, I guess Donald Jr. is like head of the company while he's president. So.
And if you want to do something about it, why don't build something up so that your kid can have it fucking easy.
I feel like there is a solid amount of that still, but come on, guys. There's definitely what you're talking about. Like, people just leaving, like no, we want to hire this dude that's really, really qualified, and he's around my age, and he's got a lot of experience. We don't really want you, kid.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, like, there ideally should be a balance, right? Because, let's say in terms of a company, let's say this is a company that does thing. If you don't do thing, the company doesn't make money, and so your family legacy can't go anywhere because you're not bringing anything into the family if your company doesn't successfully do thing. So you do kind of want to have that balance, and you do want room in society for the outliers to ascend. Like real, provable doers who are not connected should still have their shot. But most people aren't real provable doers, okay? This is a fact. There's been like 4 Steve Jobs type guys in history. That's it.
That's it.
Even Steve Jobs, like, even his parents helped him out. Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world today, could not have done Amazon if his folks didn't let him live at home and begin the business shipping and receiving out of their garage.
Like garage? Is that what they called it in Canada?
You're supposed to breeze past that.
Okay. Well, I know for a fact Peter Thiel got a loan from his papa.
Yeah.
So,
they're like the only it's these bitter, soulless leftists. And let me not even say leftist, even though I kind of mean leftist. Bitter, soulless Marxists, these communists, who insist on the falsehood that everybody's equal. Spoiler alert: if we were all equal, we'd all be the same. And let's all look in the mirror right now. Okay, my mirror doesn't look like you.
that's crazy because mine looks just like you. What the fuck? Opposite day continues.
But yeah, like I feel like I can't put a bow on this, but I feel like my point's made.
Yeah.
Nepotism not inherent. It's not ontologically evil. It's not. It's kind of the correct way. You're supposed to be like that. Anyway. Yeah. I've been trying to get that.
I don't necessarily agree with like that in terms of like the government, but like in terms of like just making sure your family does well. Yeah. In terms of the government, like, you know, we elect officials and stuff like that. That shouldn't be a nepotism position.
Well, I mean,
no.
Democracy is ontologically evil, so that's where I disagree with you.
Okay. But like the Joe Biden, Hunter Biden thing isn't like that. It's not like he got his son a position in government necessarily. He got him a position in a foreign. Like, you know, like...
Well, and not even the government, but an oil company.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like way different.
Yeah. I mean, I was using Hunter, not in terms of his like career-wise, but the edges that Joe sanded off of Hunter's life was, I mean, look how off the rails that boy went. You know what I'm saying? He cycled through like 4 different addictions, went to an ayahuasca retreat to try and break that. The ayahuasca wasn't strong enough, so he had to go to an ibogaine fucking treatment. It's quite a saga. It's really one of the most American stories of all time. But nepotism is also not just in terms of business. Was kind of why I used Hunter to illustrate that a little bit.
Okay. Anyway.
Yo.
Weave us.
Shaboing boing.
Don't say boing boing. You're the one that said that we can't say that.
Yes. Very fun.
Oh boy. You're gonna start. We've got a. So last week's episode, I'm sure everyone tuned into that, was very much not about the news. So this week, Doug is allowed to go crazy with it. So we're gonna start at some point here. Or do you want me to do something first? Is that why you're looking at me like that? I'm so confused. Give me something. I need a reaction. No light work, no reaction type shit. I need like real, like the fuck TS, bro. Or the fuck is TS. Sorry. I learned what TS means. Like nowadays it just means this, but I thought it type shit, but I guess it's this shit. Or it's lingo. I don't understand. Why are you just being silent?
That's a great question. What's the big question, though?
God damn it. That's what you really wanted the whole time. That's what you wanted the whole fucking time. Be a goddamn adult. Just ask me, man.
I also wanted to see if you could carry a full minute of the show by yourself.
I could. I could do whatever I need to do, bro. I think back in the day I had to. I think there was one episode where you were like, dude, go to the bathroom. Can you carry for a minute? And I just started talking about, I don't even know at this point. But anyway, big question this week. Because you guys love it. You always ask for it. If I don't bring it, you get very upset in the comments. No, they don't, but I'm just bringing it up. Anyway, okay. Big question this week. What do you think is the coolest part about being a human?
All right. Interesting, because we're just going to talk through this one long form. I have been reflecting on being a human, what humanity is, etc. this week in general, because it's a very specific thing. We are mind, body, and soul. Without any of those 3 things, you're not a human. You know, the debate can come up that like, oh, there might be an equivalent level of sentience in a hypothetical being, and while that's interesting, that's still not a human, right?
Okay.
Honestly, in general, speaking as broadly as possible, I have to appeal to like fiction here, and there's like this idea, this trope, sort of the indomitable human spirit, like humanity, no matter what it's faced with, always seems to overcome and triumph. There's countless examples that you could point to any which way.
Okay.
And sometimes it's not for the better, right? Like, but I mean, just like what's one of our favorite stories as a species is the story of revolution. Like, we love doing that shit.
Okay.
People who have been held down by an unjust system or ruler or something like that, thinking there's no way out, and then against all odds turning the tables. Or, I mean, if you think about the past, like caveman times, like, how do you live and survive to pass on your genetic information and extend the life of an entire species in a situation like that? The indomitable human spirit.
That's how.
Yeah.
That's fucking how.
Yeah, the fact that we seem to have been given the mandate of heaven and can do anything if we just try hard enough, that's my favorite part of being a human. Nothing is ever going to stop us.
Okay.
What about you?
That's pretty cool, man. My favorite part, coolest part about being a human is that I drink water and then I piss it out. No, I'm just I was thinking about it, and it's like actually like my answer is kind of similar to yours. Not exactly, but kind of. Do you remember the Greek myth of Pandora? Pandora's box?
Mm-hmm.
So, when she opened the box the first time, all the bad shit came out, right? That's not great. But the last part, when she opened up the box at the end, she gave everybody hope. Which is kind of a curse, honestly, but at the same time, that the fact that humans can find hope in like almost any situation I think is pretty cool.
Based?
You know, like, you could be in any situation, you can usually think of something that could help you get out of it, or whatever, you know?
Or at least through it. So.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, real shit. Real shit.
Doctor. Raptor pro tip.
Pew pew.
Fucking have hope, bitch.
Dude, this is you invoked the news, so let's get right into it. First things first, I have animal news.
Okay.
Animal news. Rampant addiction is sweeping the North American duck community. They're getting hooked on quack.
What? Are all the ducks Hunter Biden ducks?
Yes, dude.
Just smoking quack?
Yeah, the good old Mallard Biden.
Good old wood duck Joe. Joe Wood Duck, that's what I call him.
Quacky Joe. No, real. That's not. I just wanted to get that joke in there.
Yeah, that was great.
Real animal news. Rhinos don't exist anymore.
At all?
Rhinos have been poached to extinction. Thanks to
Really?
Yeah, an effective decolonialization. Fun fact: most people don't realize this, but when Britain was in charge of a lot of Africa, they did a really good job of like game management and preservation.
Really?
Yeah.
It was like, I feel like the British were the poachers.
No, they went on safari for sure. Like, but I mean that's also part of stewarding a wildlife area. You're allowed to, and in fact you're encouraged to, and sometimes you must hunt a certain amount of animal in order to take charge of a space and maintain it. Anyway, now that the colonial influence is gone and Africa can do whatever the fuck they want, they're too busy having dry sex, and now the Chinese have come in and killed all the rhinos because they grind up the horns and sniff it to make their penis big.
Yeah, isn't rhino horn like a Chinese medicine?
Yeah, it's alleged to make your member very powerful. Does it do that? No, it doesn't. It's just keratin. Okay.
I thought that was unagi. It's a
So
fucking eel.
there's so many things that The only thing that actually works from the natural world to make your dick more better is deer penis. And you have to pickle it, ferment it into penis wine. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know.
For some reason, this makes me feel like it's super gay. Just like, I'm drinking my penis wine. It's exquisite.
But yeah, so rhinos, they're gone.
That's crazy.
Thanks, Africa. I hope all that dry sex was worth it.
I mean,
I hope you like giving children AIDS more than you liked rhinos, because you only have one of them now.
I mean, survival of the fittest, I guess.
Well, it's not. I can blame Africa, but let's not forget to blame China too.
Jesus. I was a survival of the fittest, like, rhinos are pretty scary. I guess they're gone now, but a rhino kind of feels like, even though they're a mammal, I guess were a mammal, they had like a dinosaur-esqueness to them. That big horn and huge, kind of feels like a triceratops sort of thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
But 07 to the rhino, I don't know what to say, man. That's fucked up. Like, we literally lost an endangered species.
Yeah. It's okay, though, because now Mr. Beast raised $12 million for African water.
Like, what's next?
What's next? What's next?
What dies next? What's the next endangered species?
I think some of the whales are equally close.
Is it sea turtles? Are we gonna fuck up the sea turtles?
Yeah. I mean, an easy answer.
I heard their eggs help your dick get big.
Yeah. Let's just, you know what? If there's a thing in the world we don't like, let's just tell the Chinese that thing makes your dick big, and then the Chinese will get rid of it for us. Yeah.
China.
There's a little country bordering the Mediterranean. And if you take that over, it'll make your penis real big. Xi Jinping, if you can hear me.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's crazy. Taking over a country makes your penis bigger. Makes no sense.
Ask Napoleon about that one.
Okay, is that like part of his lore?
I mean, there's like little man syndrome involved with that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If we were going to continue the riff here, I might want you to say something about like, oh, he thought bigger meant his height, ha 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 ha. But this is not a scripted show. The entire thing is scripted, even this monologue. But
welcome to the board meeting, guys.
Yeah.
Board meetings.
But, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Equally crazy, they did it again. The T app has a brother. T on her, the male version of this.
T on her.
They said, "Oh, we ain't gonna let these bitches fucking get one over on us, man. Let's start our own app, man.
We can't let the Huz talk about us like this. We gotta talk about the Huz."
Exactly. So some intrepid individuals set up T on her, which is a terrible name.
That is a terrible name. That's what I thought when you said it. I was just like, T on her? Like, what does that even mean?
The good name for a male equivalent of T would be box score.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
If you know anything about baseball, you know that they keep very detailed stack sheets across the game. Baseball people love their numbers. And then there's also a pun in there.
That's the only thing I got was the pun.
Yeah. If you know game, you get the pun.
See, because like my idea of the male version is instead of like talking about individuals who are like probably not good to date, like that are crazy or whatever is wrong with them, instead it's just fucking body counts. Like it's just like this bitch has this many bodies, and you're like, oh. You just sign up for how many times you fucked that girl. How many if you fucked her, you say,
I fucked her.
It's kind of like what's the anime website? There's like an anime review website or whatever, My Anime List, is that it?
Yeah, there's one for movies called Letterboxd, and there's one for books called Goodreads.
But it's not about the reviews. It's more about just saying that you watched it. It's like, yeah, I fucked it.
Yeah, I actually fucked her.
Yeah. So, like, we just get an accurate body count for each girl.
Yeah. Oh, Sarah, yeah, I fucked her.
But that starts to feel like fresh and fit. It starts to feel like we're fresh and fit now.
The whatever podcast.
A high value woman, a high value man does not want to.
Are we gonna start talking about sexual market value?
No, I don't really get that much of a shit.
So this show doesn't have the budget to bring on 8 to 10 whores.
like crazy ones that just don't know what they're talking about.
But yeah, guy version, T on Her released. What do you think happened?
Did they get doxxed?
The exact same thing.
Did they have to sign up with driver's licenses again? And then they got immediately. So now we have a map of dudes that want to shit on women.
So, not that I was happy about it, or that they necessarily, obviously there had to be some form of karma eventually for the women that signed up for T. Do I like the form that it came in? Not necessarily. However, you watch that happen in the world, then you fall for it with the T on Her.
A second time?
You can rightfully say that the men who got doxxed in this situation deserved it.
They didn't learn. They did not learn from their predecessor.
You know who else didn't learn? You're never gonna guess.
Yeah, you might as well just tell me.
Sony hasn't learned. And I've said this on the show multiple times. Sony has no clue how to handle or manage an IP.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Astrobot's great.
Yeah, too little, too late, buddy.
You played Knack 2?
But yeah, it's really like the fact that they held on to Spider-Man for so long. Like they had so much of Marvel. They owned so much of Marvel, and then they let fucking Disney get all of it.
Did they?
They used to in the '90s, yeah.
I know they owned Spider-Man.
The only one they kept was Spider-Man. That's how we got the Sam Raimi trilogy. That's how we got the Andrew Garfield movies. That's how we got the Venom movies. That's the one thing they've done good on. But like, look at their video game stuff. How many years has it been since Sly Cooper? How many years has it been? Like they just recently in the past 5 years brought back Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, they kind of dropped off those old IPs. They like God of War, Last of Us. That's like where they're at.
And Last of Us is over. There's not going to be any more of those games. Neil Druckmann's moved on.
I guess Uncharted too, but like Uncharted's over.
So, but this latest IP they fumbled, a thing called K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, isn't that a popular show on Netflix?
It is incredibly popular.
I haven't seen it.
I believe it was a movie.
Okay.
They're using there's two industry standard animation styles right now. There's, if you remember the film Into the Spider-Verse, so that animation style.
Yeah, we all know that one. Everyone saw that movie, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see the second one. I saw the first one.
And then there's like the Cal Arts, Mouth Bean, Steven Universe / Disney Pixar, that type of animation.
Okay.
It's more of a design template than it is one kind of animation. But a lot of people, anyway, I'm just talking about.
Let me drop an old internet reference. Go Animate. It's kind of like that.
Right on.
Just drag and drop your people and make them do things.
Hell yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Do my brothers know anything about a little program called Scratch?
You guys know what Scratch is? If you do, fuck you. Just kidding.
I'm not. Kill yourself.
Wannabe programmer. Hell yeah.
But, yeah, so the fumble here is with how popular, how successful this is. It's driving a ton of, no offense, but this is something you've heard of. This is a Netflix thing that you've heard of.
Yeah, and I don't even have Netflix anymore.
So this is that's how far it's penetrating, right?
Right. I still couldn't tell you anything about it. I just know that it exists.
Yeah. You probably could tell me the premise of the show.
Could not.
Well, it's titled K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, from that I'm guessing they're K-pop stars that also hunt demons.
Wow, you just basically did the whole thing.
That's all I got from that.
But yeah, it's just a huge presence. It's driving people to get Netflix subscriptions. It's a movie, and it's.
So what are you trying to say here? You brought up animation styles.
Yeah. So basically, I saw some tweets from an industry insider, and they're like, "Holy shit, guys! I have the backdoor information to look at, so I ran this what if scenario. If Sony had kept this instead of giving it to Netflix, which includes the rights to the IP, so it's Netflix's now. Sony could have kept this. It was obviously going to be successful this whole time. Everyone was waiting for a thing like this. If they just kept this and released this movie for themselves, they'd be sitting on like a $500 million IP,
Right.
which would really help Sony. Because I don't know how I'm this aware of Sony's like corporate status. They're on the ropes. They're not doing good.
Really?
They're doing very bad as a company.
I feel like PlayStation's like big. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Game Pass is doing that to them.
I mean, Microsoft, like Xbox, is not doing good either.
No.
So
There's no way they're doing good.
yeah, but like I think Sony went too in on console gaming. Well, and specifically on console, like actual hardware. They should have been going more towards software.
Like
They
the
should-
games
yeah.
and the IPs. I mean, at least they have some. But yeah, so you're saying that Sony owned K-pop Demon Hunter and then
Yeah.
sold it to Netflix?
It's just like they just instead of the very obvious, very easy dub.
Just do something with it. They just were like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
They really missed out on a golden goose egg, basically.
So
That's a huge fumble. That's a huge fumble.
yeah, massive fumble. Another fumble. It comes in terms of football. It's when you're carrying the ball and you get tackled, and instead of taking the ball to the ground with you, you drop it, and the other team gets a chance to pick it up and retain possession instead of you.
Okay, we're gonna literally define fumble now.
Yeah, I just needed a little bit of a segue. A real fumble
Hard.
happened in England, good old Great Britain, in 1998 when the Labour Party was in charge.
Okay,
Yeah.
that seems very specific. It sounds like you're trying to say that all of England's bad things can be traced to this one event.
So it's not that all of their bad things can be traced to one event, but it does a lot of explaining. It does a lot of illuminating.
And you do have some explaining to do.
Oh, Lucy. But yeah, this is just a quick side.
Thank you for going there.
Yeah, I love Ricky Ricardo. Anyway, we've talked a lot about how shitty England is on this show, and me learning this, I was like, this makes so much fucking sense. So, in the late 90s, so 98, a thing that was happening was the formation of the European Union.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
A big part of that was a charter document called the European Convention on Human Rights. And this was a document that all the European Union countries were going to have to integrate into their legal system. They had to reconcile.
This is their Bill of Rights.
Part of it, essentially, is a good way of thinking of it. So you'd have to take this document and then reconcile it with your local laws, which, as we all know, England, British common law, very famous stuff. We deal with it here in America today.
Huge book. Didn't read it. I was elected to lead, not to read.
Yeah. And Parliament at the time, 1998, there's like two roads that they could go here with this, right?
Yeah.
They could either, as Parliament, evaluate this and reconcile it, or they could say, hey, judicial side of the law, suck it, nerd, you have to do this whole thing, and you have to do it on the fly, by the way. So just, you're now going to apply this literally case by case. Well, the Labour Party, it was in charge, decided that they were going with the second option.
Ah, the latter.
The very bad option. Anybody who's keeping score at home would realize that this turns judicial matters from substantive, aka based on precedent, like, the continual building up of legal theory. It turns it from that into just opinionative. It's a judge sitting there being like, how do I think? Because they don't have any precedent to go on here. This is a new introduction into the common law system.
Right. It should just be part of the law, is what you're saying.
Yeah, Parliament should have done their fucking job.
And just codified it into law. But instead, it's just judges winging it.
Yeah, and that doesn't it essentially turns judges into the final say in almost everything in the country, because I mean, when you're doing such a broad sweeping change like that, almost everything becomes a legal matter. You could bring almost anything to court and then argue that it has to be under the consideration of this new thing, which means that the judges become the final say in almost everything. And
What do they call judges over there?
well, I know they call lawyers barristers.
Yeah. So don't they call them like Your Majesty? Like they're basically like the king of the courtroom?
They might be called magistrates, but
Maybe. But like, it's crazy over there. That's insane though. So they're just, the judges were just making up shit.
yeah,
Because they had to.
they had to. But you know,
Like, they were forced into that position.
and it wasn't inevitable that that set of circumstances would lead to where we are today. It wouldn't, in theory, right? However, consider the social movement that has swept the general West, and realize that, you know, if it encompasses academia, then what does academia generate? It generates legal students who then become lawyers and judges, and
Right,
it's
okay.
kind of a wave, a trickle up effect.
But I was thinking, like, I mean, you know, Brexit happened a while back, and like, now they're not part of the European Union. They don't necessarily have to follow that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, the damage is done. The legal system is in the state it is, and they're still in the position it is. It's gridlocked in lawfare. It's so, but yeah, anyone look at, with the
Lawfare.
benefit of hindsight, you're like, oh yeah, of course, SJWs were going to take over the country, activist judges.
No, yeah, I understand what you meant by academia. I knew what you meant.
But
We all know what happens when a kid goes to college.
yeah, so I just thought that was a cool explainer. I was like, holy shit.
I mean, we've gotten way better, you know. We're no longer evergreen. None of those incidents don't happen as much anymore.
Right.
Like, you're culturally appropriating my Halloween costume.
I think it'll take time for everybody to like calm the fuck down. I think we're still in the period of like, I don't know, just rightfully wanting to smash the shit out of wokeness. Because it was so overbearing for so long that it still feels cathartic to take the jabs, to stomp on the corpse a little bit. It's okay to back off. It's okay to be done.
I wonder if at England, like in England, if like in like college protests, I wonder if they even have those. But if they do, I wonder if like
It's
they
called
don't-
university.
Right. I wonder if they don't even fly like the British flag, the UK flag. I wonder if it's like
It's
ours.
the Pakistan flag.
That would make a lot of sense over there, and we, you know. But okay, well that's crazy. I did not. So that's kind of where you think the change happened. You think that's where the focal shifted to become the way it is now.
Yeah, because it explains things like why nobody's litigated the grooming gangs. It explains things like why they let people come in by boat over the English Channel, and then like somehow nothing can be done to stop that. Like, you know, that the country that the sun used to never set on its empire did that through a navy, by the way.
Right.
They can't control a fucking mile-long body of water. I don't believe that. But when I hear that, like, a random judge could back off the military, like, that's how much power judges have there right now.
Oh my God.
That makes sense, you know? So, I don't think it's the end-all, be-all. Nothing's ever that simple. But
Churchill's rolling in his grave.
it explains a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see. You know what?
Wasn't it Churchill that said something like, "When I wake up, the first thing I do is have a cigar and fuck a Pakistani woman." Like, oh, where I'm going with this.
Man. That's crazy. That's great. No one's ever fucked a Pakistani woman.
No one?
Pakistani is just an Indian incel. That's what you, if you're an Indian man and you don't have sex for 5 years, you become a Pakistani.
I don't know how I feel about that. I think there's a lot of Indian virgins out there, and hey, at least you'll get an arranged marriage.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hey, I'm only talking about men. I didn't say anything about Indian women.
I was talking about men as well.
But we dude, you heard about Roblox?
Yeah, we talked about it. I remember I talked about Peter Thiel, like how they're like kids are having to scan their faces,
Oh yeah. So
like to prove you're over 13.
yeah, big problem with that because the platform Roblox is just riddled with child predators.
Oh, I'm sure it is, dude. Have you seen like the content that comes out of Roblox? Like some of these like videos where it'll be like a girl doing the most high-pitched voice ever. And then it's like a dude, he sounds like Corpse Husband, just like, oh yeah, baby, I love you. That shit is like horrible to watch.
It's really sick shit.
But like you think there's like some real, well, you know there's some real child predator type shit happening. I get to believe it because it's Roblox. Like, if you're a child predator, where do you go? Where the children are. Exactly. What better place than Roblox? You're not going to find them on Minecraft.
You're telling me there's fish in that barrel?
And you gave me a loaded gun.
But yeah.
1 + 1 = what?
So, a huge problem on the platform, on the website, on the game. And Roblox for years has done nothing about it, to the point where the community has tried to do something about it. And one of the most successful ones, a YouTuber guy goes by Schlep. He is a known community pedo notifier, hunter. And what's cool about Schlep is he's worked in tandem with law enforcement to get a bunch of people arrested for Roblox sex crimes. Which,
okay.
if you think child sex crime stops at online grooming and interaction, that's just the first part. Eventually, all those cases move on to kidnappings, etc. So
That's serious. That's
these are people who are doing things that need to be criminally reckoned with.
I agree. Stop them.
Yeah, Roblox decides that what Schlepp's doing actually breaks TOS and creates more risk for the website, so they permanently ban him from the platform. They make sure they get his YouTube account taken down. So that's, after years of ignoring the child predators, they're like, the guy who's doing something about it is actually the problem. That's their official stance.
I think that's a bigger fumble than Sony. I think that's a huge fumble. Let's not protect the safety of the children. Let's go after the guy that's making this a thorn in our side.
Yeah.
Great idea.
So the good part about Roblox's reaction here is that this is egregious enough that it's drawing even more eyeballs outside of the space that would hear about or care about this. It's also like,
yeah, like for instance, you, Doug Bennett,
Right.
caring about Roblox. When did that happen?
it's also riddling holes in their like in-platform creator program. Like their biggest creator did a video, it was like, I feel like, morally I have to leave the creator program. I'm probably gonna stop playing the game. This has gone on too far. Their stock price is down by like 15%, which they're a massive company. That's a huge loss.
Yeah. And the content creator, that was like an adult, right?
Schlepp, yeah.
No, the other one, the one you were saying.
Yeah,
back.
Also.
Because I would imagine like.
He's
not a child predator, I would hope.
Nah, he's younger than you and me, which makes me think that like he probably
Grew
up playing the game, and then, like, all of us have at least one thing that we still like from when we was kids. So
Mine's Banjo and Kazooie.
heck yeah, I still hope that they'll make a good Pokemon game that I can come back to. Till then, I still got a Game Boy Color.
I'll say they already made the best ones.
Right.
Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, bro.
Yeah.
So you can play Emerald and Sapphire and Ruby.
So there's this loss of money. The CEO and like two other high board level members, they put out an hour-long video where they're like, yeah, we're gonna do stuff, and then they explain stuff like, oh, Schlep actually broke TOS, so that's worse. That's the kind of thing we don't want on the platform. So they're fumbling left and right in the face of these huge losses, and they've attracted the attention of some heavy hitters. There's lawmakers looking at this, saying that we need to do something about it. And in this clown world we live in, maybe Donald Trump, maybe he's got Barron whispering in his ear. Dad, they're ruining my Roblox.
I mean, I'm thinking that's funny. I'm thinking about like how UK passed the Online Safety Act to protect the kids. So like that's the whole thing right now, is protecting the kids online. So I mean, maybe there will be something done about this.
The real heavy hitter.
I'm also thinking about, is it X? Is that Elon's kid that was like all crazy in the office? Like he's like talking to Elon. He's like, my Roblox, I just got groomed on Roblox.
Yeah, but the real heavy hitter, he's on the case. He is putting it all on the line. And just when you thought he was out, they pulled him back in. Chris Hansen is on the case.
Are you serious?
Yes, dude.
When he's going into Roblox, talking to people in Roblox. I know your avatar is of a grandpa sitting at the bar, but I know you're actually a 45-year-old man that's trying to talk to kids.
Yeah, interesting. I bet you're wondering why I've called you into the server today. Thank you for joining me in the 17-plus bathroom game.
I thought...
You want to tell me who you were planning on grooming here today?
I was supposed to be Chad. He was 13.
So that's a wild story.
Yeah.
That is still developing.
That is crazy. Because like we need to protect the kids, honestly.
Yeah.
On that front, let's not have kidnappings and child predators being able to run loose everywhere.
Yeah, that sounds good to me, brother. That's something I can get behind.
That's something I think everyone can get behind that. So, how about a callback from earlier this episode? Let's have a little hope that maybe something will be done here.
Amen. Got a couple more things.
So just send them all to Blue Sky. Tell them they can go there.
Yeah. So very good.
I'm glad you reacted to
Very
it. It took a second, but I'm glad you reacted to it.
Very good. Alright, I got two more things on the docket here. I got one that's fun, and I got one that's funny. What order do you want to go in?
Fun to funny.
Okay. So, very, very insane thing. What timeline did we shift into? Hillary Clinton had nice things to say about Donald Trump.
Really?
Yes.
The Hillary Clinton. By the way, I do think it's funny that Trump only won his presidencies by running against women.
It's so good.
That is really funny.
It's
to
so
me.
good. Especially considering the gayest virgins that are constantly laid at his feet. Of course it takes a queen to beat one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but go ahead. So what did she had nice things to say about Donald Trump like recently?
Yeah, so this week on a lesser known podcast, still more known than ours, but a lesser known podcast called Raging Moderates.
And I think ours needs to be known more, by the way.
Absolutely. If you haven't already, rate it 5 stars. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you're on the tube. Send this to your friends.
Please.
Yeah. You know what? Send them this YouTube video. Do the thing where you share it at a timestamp. So this is what we're saying. Send this to your friend to call him gay. Haha, you're gay.
If you saw this on your For You page, you're straight. If you got sent this, you're gay.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, okay,
Raging
so-
Moderates podcast, and I think the name tells you all you need to know there.
Yeah, exactly. Raging, I'm a little bit curious about, but moderates, yes, I understand.
But
They're leftist posing as middle people, yeah.
Yeah, she was going on, and the summary that I got from, I read this article on Zero Hedge is where I'm getting the story from. But she was highlighting, like Trump 2. She was like, Trump 1, not so much, but what I'm seeing him do right now in this term, He's genuinely working to increase European security, to properly manage the America-Russia relationship. And if he pulls off the Ukraine conflict peace deal, I'm going to be one of the people saying that he needs to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. So
that is cool. That is cool that she's willing to acknowledge that. I feel like it's a little too late at this point, though, because like that whole first term, all the Democrats just wanted Trump to get in trouble. They were like, Russiagate and whatever else, impeach him. Whereas like now that it's like his last term, like he can't run again, right?
Trump 2028.
There's people that
it's priced in. It's
There's
priced in.
people that are saying that shit, but we all know you're only allowed 2 terms.
You're only allowed 2 consecutive terms.
But now that it's like, okay, well, he can't be elected again, so they're like, oh, yeah, we'll back you up now. Like, it's stupid.
I mean, I like it because of all the people in the world who could eat their humble pie. I never would have thought it was Hillary Clinton.
So true.
So true. She built a brand on being sanctimonious, so self-righteous. It's her time. That was her argument for being president.
Yeah, I'm a woman.
It's my turn. Give me that. Give me orange, give me orange, give me that, you give me. That was her argument.
But it feels, I don't know, to me it feels a little disingenuous just because she was on that Raging Moderates podcast, so she was probably trying to like look good for like the moderate.
I mean, she's probably, I think she's over 80.
Yeah, like there's no way she's gonna run again.
Yeah.
But I do agree though that like that is one of the people I would never expect to like go back on, like say someone's doing like someone that she has been outspoken about saying that, oh yeah, no, he's actually doing some good stuff.
Yeah.
That's really cool coming from her.
Absolutely.
I wonder what Bill has to say.
Like,
Oh yeah, to go a little harder.
yeah.
I can't do a Bill
Bill's
impression.
busy not having sex with a woman ever.
Because he's so old.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Viagra for that, dude.
Yeah, he's really busted up he's really leveled up his saxophone chops. I think that's what he's up to these days. But so the funny story, and it's funny if you look at it a certain way. It's certainly funny to me, but I think the boat has sailed for the ADL. I think they've officially jumped the shark. This new thing that they have put into their, like they keep a compendium of all the, they're like, these are the official hate terms. This is everything that sucks and is bad, and somehow we're a moral authority, which it wasn't the point of the ADL. Even if you don't know at home, Anti-Defamation League, they were really cool for like the first, well, not the very first thing they did. The very first thing they did was bad. But then after that, they had like a good couple decades where they fought for equal rights and freedom of speech and stuff like that. And then they've declined over the years, and this is them jumping the shark. They've put America first into their into their kind of like their dictionary of hate speech.
America first?
Yes. They're claiming that America first is anti-Semitic, racist, and xenophobic. Which,
I mean, it is a little xenophobic, but like, I mean, look at George Washington.
yeah.
That's like what our country was founded on, is let's worry about ourselves.
Yeah. And a big part of where I see this as them jumping the shark is not that anti-Semitism is good. I'm not a fan of it. I don't recommend that anybody do that. But to put
You already denounced racism earlier.
But to put it on the same level as xenophobia is crazy.
Are you saying that xenophobia is less bad?
I'm saying that xenophobia is more bad.
Really?
It's like one of the, it's the extermination. It's the like.
I've never thought about it like that. Okay, I thought it was just like you don't care about foreign stuff.
No, literal xenophobia.
Oh no, it's like the Japanese or like whatever, like where
Yeah.
you like hate foreigners.
It's like when Japan did their imperial stuff, they would stamp out, they would erase populations, or like what Nazis did. If you go by the book, the Holocaust was a xenophobic effort. Like more than it was.
Okay, I didn't understand it like that. Okay.
Yeah, so that's literal xenophobia. There's a common understanding of it now because words get misused and mangled and the definitions change. But literal xenophobia is kind of the worst thing, honestly. Hands down. To a guy like me.
A guy like you.
So, not that anti-Semitism and racism is good. They're not. But to put them on the level of xenophobia, it shows me you're not being serious. You're not seriously leveling these accusations. You're improperly ordering these terrible things. Then they went on to detail why. So that's what America First is. Why is it that? And they're like, well, it's because it espouses American nationalism. It's because it espouses non-intervention. It espouses anti-immigration viewpoints. It espouses anti-globalist positions. So if you think any of those, if you agree with any of those things, you're anti-Semitic, racist, and xenophobic, according to the ADL, they're not a serious organization.
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
They've completely lost the plot. If
so being a patriot makes you a bad person?
Yeah. Being a patriot means you hate Jews. That's what the ADL thinks.
And also, you want to genocide of foreign populations?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So that's what the ADL is now. It's gallows humor when I think about it, because they wield a lot of power politically.
I mean, when I hear America First, though, I do think about the Spotify exclusive premium content, Mr. Fuentes himself, because I think he was talking about that, and he goes hard on the Jews.
I mean, someone has to.
He does it in a way that I'm not sure he looks up any facts. I think he just says stuff. Like he said, for instance, that the Department of Defense says that their top five priorities, is not actually getting rid of immigrants. It's getting rid of naturalized citizens that criticize Israel. I don't know if that's true or not, because I haven't looked at whatever list he's talking about. But I don't know if he's looked at whatever list he's talking about. I don't know if it exists at all. I don't know if the Department of Defense does that. But, I mean, his version of America First is pretty weird. But, as Americans, right, you and me, just sensible people in America that love our country, want it to be successful, what's wrong with America First? What's wrong with taking care of our homeless problem? What's wrong with taking care of our orphan children? Why are we so worried? Do we need to, solve our problems first? I don't understand why that's such a big deal. Why does that make me an anti-Semite for wanting to care about my country? I don't understand, Doug. I need to know.
I think the only argument for it, and, I've given charity to so many people, why not try to give charity to the ADL here? The only way to steelman that is if they're specifically and only talking about America First in relation to Nick Fuentes.
Right, which would be insane.
Yeah.
You can't just do that.
He doesn't own that idea.
Yeah, and he's also not he's just one dude in his he's just a gay kid in his basement.
Yeah. Okay, Tucker. Wow.
Yeah, full circle.
All the way back around.
Full circle. Dude, I'm a comedian.
But yeah, I mean, so it is what it is, right? But so we're online people, me obsessively so.
And I don't think that genocide was ever a brought up topic by Nick Fuentes. I don't think.
No, not that I'm aware. But
let's not go that extreme.
Yeah. So it's easy to overblow his importance or the importance of his fans and their positions. It's easy to overblow them when you're heavily online.
Sure. That's everywhere.
Could I go to Walmart and find a single person? Could I go a quarter mile down the road to a Walmart, find a single person in there that even knows who Nick Fuentes is? I'm not sure I could. And that's even if I ask young people,
No, yeah. No, I'm sure. And it's fuck.
So the point I'm making here is that most people...
I was saying that's how wokeness caught on, because it was just echoed online so much. So companies all bowed to it, thinking, "Oh my God, this is what they want."
Yeah.
And now it's the opposite. Now it's some of this crazy shit that's online that's being said, and people are hearing that, and they're like, "Oh, that's what people are saying."
Yeah. Meanwhile, I could go to the same Walmart and almost at least 70% of the people I asked would say that America First sounds awesome and is probably a good thing. And that's because they don't carry the internet baggage of it.
Yeah.
They just think of what America First actually is, rather than the hyper-specific groiperism of...
Yeah, caring about your fucking country. I don't understand.
Yeah, that makes you a Jew hater.
I guess so. I guess fucking so.
So, speaking of things that are full circle...
Damn, I want my country that I elect the officials for to care about me? Crazy!
Yeah.
Wild concept!
We've done a couple of full circles, and I think the beautiful bow to tie this up with is this, in a way, is the ADL coming full circle as well. I alluded to it when I brought them up.
Yeah, you said they did something bad when they first started.
The very first thing they ever did, they organized to defend this guy, Leo Frank. That was the very first case that the ADL ever leveraged their power on. The Leo Frank story goes like this. He's just this guy, this pervert, this awful man, happened to be Jewish. He fucking raped a girl, molested the shit out of her, was really bad. And
When you say it like that, was she young?
yeah,
Good.
it was a bad case of a bad guy, and he wanted to get out of it, so he tried to get a bunch of people together, try to help him out. The ADL was like, we need to actually protect this guy. And they tried to pin it on a black guy because it was the day and age where you hypothetically could still do that. We were talking like...
That's wild.
Yeah, we're talking pretty...
Aren't they their anti-defamation league? Shouldn't they be like protecting...
Well, yeah, the
minorities?
argument was they like alluded to things like blood libel. They were like, oh, you're just accusing him of doing this because he's a Jewish guy, which is not true. They had him dead to rights on this. He was an actual bad guy.
They had evidence.
His religious and ethnic background had nothing to do with it. Yeah, they tried to pin it on a black guy because it was pre-civil rights era type shit.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, even the Klan, because this was also Klan years, even the Klan was like, no, dude, we have you dead to rights. Wait, you said, we're not lynching him, we're lynching you. And then so
Jesus.
they successfully lobbied the judge and got Leo Frank off, and then everybody in the town, they street justiced him, which, again, another thing I don't co-sign, but karma is a thing too. And then, the ADL was like, we got all this together. We could try doing a good thing. And then they spent decades lobbying for like freedom of speech, protecting protesters, a lot of really good shit. They had a lot of good years, the ADL.
Yeah, but that is like a failure of the legal system.
But yeah,
Jesus.
so now they're coming all the way back around to being like, America First? I don't know. Sounds kind of anti-Semitic. In a way, it's full circle. You know what I'm saying? That's a line I could draw if I was asked to. Anyway, I said the word anti-Semitism too much. I want to go home.
Take me home. I'm tired of digging holes, Grandma.
Well, that's too damn bad.
You gotta keep talking about anti-Semitism, boy.
Yes, Mr. Shapiro.
You said that like too nicely. The guy that really says that is like, yes, Mr. Shapiro. I'll find more examples for you to talk about. You want to talk about the new Snow White again?
Can you sing that song from Wicked for me again?
Can you please read the lyrics to WAP again?
Tell me more about how it's bad when women get wet.
What?
Tell me about how your doctor wife said it's medically impossible for women to orgasm.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, just even outside of politics, there's so much to dog on Benny for.
I'm about to say that is kind of true, though. Women, that is a myth that women have orgasms.
I mean, men don't orgasm either. We just nut.
I mean, if a woman orgasms, okay, if that is a truth, then it's not my fucking fault you didn't come, okay? You should be working for your nut. I'm working for mine. You should be working for yours.
I mean, yeah. If you don't even know whether you're Cream Team or Squirt Squad, what are we doing?
Whoa! I don't even know what that means, dude. Anyway, let's get out of here. It's time to part a shot, am I right?
Absolutely.
Guys, thanks for joining us today. I'll talk about a little something you should do, which is on Mondays and Tuesdays, go to twitch.tv/Seth_Nacho411 for some great Dead by Daylight content. And keep your eyes on the YouTube, keep your eyes on the TikTok, keep your eyes on all the stuff. Because content releases.
Indeed, it does.
Yeah, I already released one today. So
Bing bong.
check it out. Bing bong. At least you didn't say boing boing.
Dude, why would you, in front of me, or in front of my salad?
In front of my salad. I made this Kool-Aid for you! But yeah, I don't even know what my parting shot is right now, dude. I'm just reeling from all the news that we've had. I'm glad that we were able to get it out. I feel like we covered everything, right?
Pretty much.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed this like return to form episode, and it doesn't mean we won't do what we did last week ever again. Like this podcast is just about nothing for nobody. So get ready for all kinds of shit we can talk about.
Hell yeah. Was that the shot?
That was a shot.
All right.
That was my signaling for you to go.
Over here, you already know it's your boy Dog B. Make sure you rate the show 5 stars on Spotify, hit that like button, and subscribe if you're new here. In terms of
Don't forget to hit that bell.
in terms of something to think about, a little shot to part, a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of street knowledge for you. Sometimes the haters will say you changed, like you didn't shit your pants. Of course I changed. Hello? You ain't know that? We're supposed to change, big dog. What the fuck you talking about?
Shit ain't sweet here.
Absolutely.
Shit ain't sweet here.
So, make sure to brush your teeth, wipe your face, all the good stuff. The stuff that you do from time to time. But also make sure to do the stuff you always do, which is carry water, chop wood, and most importantly,
Shoo-choo shiose.